Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we're looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today we'll have a look at AT&T Incorporated, traded at New York Stock Exchange, ticker name T, just T. Well, to say shortly about this stock, we can describe it as uncertainty. It's really full of uncertainty and controversial indicators, both bearish and bullish, and overall idea would be hold here or wait where it's going. To understand this, let's have a look on its history and behavior. First of all, we need to note that latest quarter 2 report was actually positive and it was even beating the expectation, but still the market didn't really react positively on it. So if you looked at the latest tradings, there was no super positive reaction on that. And the reason for that we'll understand now. So after having the deepest point after the COVID at 23rd of March, although for many other stocks it was actually about 17th of March, for T it took another 2 trading sessions to find its minimum. It started strong and constant recovery. Let's call it recovery wave T1, as many other stocks have seen, and it was reconfirmed many times. It was recovering with waves. It was reconfirmed at the beginning of April, then mid of May, then it was reconfirmed almost end of July, and then this final wave is now actually sitting on this trend 1 line and deciding where to go, either upwards or downwards. But what is important here immediately to note, that the trend line, the recovery, never went above the pre-COVID state. So if we look at the pre-COVID prices for this stock, this level, they are never reached. We are not even on halfway there. And this is, so it's pre-COVID, let's go with PC line. This is very important because many stocks that were strongly recovering from the COVID panic sellout, they actually either went to the level of PC line, so pre-COVID, or even went further, pierced it higher and show even more positive behavior. This is not at all case for T, and that's a little bit worrying because that's what investors see, and they actually try to decide, well, is it a long-term effect that we see for the T stock? Is it really going to volatile below the pre-COVID levels? And if yes, well, it causes some, let's say, warnings, and that's why probably it's now kind of showing some controversial effects. So on one hand, it's showing the strong recovery level, but on another hand, we see here also some strong resist levels, for example, this one. And this resist level, let's call it R1, it was also reconfirmed. So it was 2 times double bottom for 13th of April and about 28th of April, and then it was actually volatility point, inflection point at about 26th of May, and also it was as a resist at 15th of June. So it's really like a solid line here, and we didn't even reach it at our final wave, the latest wave. So the question is now, is it really going to go higher? Also, if we look carefully, there is a downwards channel being formed, is this one, and we are just at the end of this channel. Let's call it C1. So if you look at T1 line and C1 line, we're just in the middle of it. So it's really inflection point. But the problem of this inflection point, it should either go high or down with some significant jump according to classical chart analysis rules. The problem here is it's very hard to predict where it will go, because if you look at RSI level, it's sitting in the middle. So it's also an inflection point. So it's very undefined. If you look at MACD index, it's again in the middle on the 0, so it's also undefined. And both these RSI and MACD suggest whenever action will start upwards or downwards, it will be significant or relatively significant, but the question is where it will go. So overall idea here would be, let's say it's more hold rather than take a chance. Of course you can try, it will be more like a casino style, but it's slightly more bearish than bullish, because also if you look for moving averages here, being red, blue and green line for 250 and 20 moving averages correspondingly, the moving average 200, this red line is going downwards behavior. So overall the trend is downwards. Then moving averages 20 and 50 are actually dancing around each other, so they show something like waving around each other, which is usually unstable. Also speaking about kind of inflection point, unclearness where it's going to go. So overall, T is kind of, well, so-so. And speaking in terms of the advisor, it's hold. If you're already in position, well, maybe mind some funds for average down. But overall for T, it's hold, and we will definitely make afterwards analysis for this one in a couple of weeks when we will see where the trend is forming. We will look and analyze till which levels we can see the trend formation and where would be the interesting buying options. So for now, T is on hold. Very interesting situation to watch on, because if it makes a sudden move downwards, it will be interesting buy option, of course. And then if you speak of, in case it goes downwards, about interesting buy options, here it will start the first level of buying. Let's put it in orange. And then second level, of course, will be the all COVID depth. Here, and this will make it actually kind of two circles areas to buy. This will be the first circle area to buy, and this will be actually the second area you can buy. If it goes downwards with a significant depth, then of course it will recover nicely. If not, we will see, of course, also volatilities are possible around these orange line 1 and line 2. In case if it goes down. But we will see the trend formation next week. I think it will be deciding for this stock. Then we'll have a follow-up video to understand what's the future for T. Thank you for watching. That was all for AT&T, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel.